Good morning and happy Monday. Today is Monday, April 12th. Hope you had a good week last week. Did you watch some baseball? How are our Cubs doing? What about those Sox? Do you think they'll make the playoffs? I don't know. Anyway, this morning we'd like to express our condolences to the royal family for the loss of Prince Philip, 99 years old, married to his wife for 72 years. Most people can't make it for 72 months. I even wonder if they can make it for 72 weeks. And there's probably a few celebrities out there have figured how to not make it within 72 minutes, but 72 wonderful years. So we'll pray for Queen Elizabeth and the royal family as they try to go on with life without Prince Philip. Today's topic is going to be on CRM. CRM stands for Client Relation Management Systems. I know it sounds something like the name of a medication. How do they come up with those names? But anyway, CRM is a platform that we use to help us run our agency. We used to use a company called Salesforce. But as I said about Salesforce, and you may have seen some advertisements on TV, for an agency my size, Salesforce was like bringing a Sherman tank to a children's backyard water pistol fight. It was just far too robust. A couple years ago, the federal marketplace recommended a company called Benefit Align. Benefit Align has two platforms. First one is called Broker Engage. That's the first one I use, and it's a quoting engine. I'd put the information in. It allowed me immediate access to the marketplace where I didn't have to set up the clients with their own IDs and passwords, and it wasn't me managing my clients' IDs and passwords. It's just me for one, and now I have access to all my clients with one ID and password. From my perspective, it's simpler, it's much easier to work with, and you can go onto your own account and sign up your own account with your own password, completely separate from me. The other platform is called Customer Engage, and that's where all the notes and the documents are kept. What goes into the Broker Engage is automatically transferred over into Customer Engage as far as the client information is concerned. So it's a much easier system. I'm using the quoting engine. It just works a whole lot easier for me. And where's all this information kept? Well, where's everything else kept today? In the clouds. So that brings me to the question of security. Is this secure? Well, you betcha it's secure, because to have access to the Benefit Align, my CRM, you have to have access to my computers. I don't know why, because it's not what I do for a living, but let me tell you, if you try to go on there into my account without my computers, it's not going to work. So you have to have access to my computers. You have to have access to my passwords, and my passwords are long and complicated enough that you're not going to hack them very easily, not easily at all. In fact, by the time you could probably try and get it hacked, you're going to be timed out and the account will be locked. So I'm very comfortable with the security of it. The other thing is, because it's a database, your information can change. And you might find that when I'm talking to you, I'll say, let me verify your information with you. And that helps keep everything up to par, and also that way we can do a good job of managing our client base and your business to make sure everything is handled professionally, accordingly, and securely. So now let's take a few minutes and look at how this system works for the employer. Here's a new customer. We're going to edit it, but for expediency purposes, you can see I've pre-filled the name of the business, the phone number, the website, active account, who the owner is. Now notice Social Security. When Social Security numbers are put in, it X's everything out, it just leaves the last four. It assigns this tenant number, other things that I put in there just help me make the account work better, who the contact is, and all, when the business was established. And I use my own agency for the purposes of this right here. Primary contact information, I can scroll down. You can see I'm the primary contact person. That would be whoever the client would be. And then their email addresses right over here. And then their mailing addresses right here. And sometimes the mailing address can be different from the actual address. Maybe they want to get their mail at home and whatnot. So all this is in here. We just simply hit save. Now let's look over on this side. I'm going to expand this button right here. This is a button for notes. So I did a note right over here on Friday. Let's just discuss new employees. If I wanted to email, I can email directly from the CRM. Attachment here, let's just click on attachment, And the attachment, I did the MLD agency sign right here. So I can put in here all sorts of things. There's a drop down right here that gives you an idea: documents, address proof, Native Indian or Alaskan status, and just a whole bunch of stuff that I can put down here to keep my CRM up to date and everything with your information. That all goes in here, and then I would just click on, if I need to see it, click on this right over here, and then it's going to download it right over here to my downloads on this. And if I click on the button, scroll up, because of the way this is done, and this of course is going to open up to, that's what we have for the MLD agency. So that gives you a quick idea here as to how the system is right over here, this task bar right here. I click on that, and notice I put in a due date of, well, that was the date that this was assigned, but then there's a due date of Monday, which is today, to do the video for the MLD agency. So this gives you an idea of what the CRM looks like. It allows me to manage it. I can do, go back to the home, my task, I can do marketing from it, lead generation, opportunities. If somebody says to me, hey Mark, in 6 months call me for a new quote on something. Quotes that are saved, policies that are written through there. These are all things that I can do with the CRM, and it's what I use to help manage the agency here and to make sure that you are always up to date with everything that needs to be done. So we looked at the employer base. Now there's 3 areas of information going into Benefit Align. One would be the individual and family policies. Number 2 is the employer policy. And number 3 are the Medicare policies. So it goes into those 3 areas. Hope you found that interesting. Last week, what happened with the MLD agency, we want to thank Teresa for taking out dental insurance with us. Kerwin took out his Blue Cross Blue Shield health insurance through the marketplace. Juan took out an Ambetter policy through the marketplace with dental, and he was actually referred by a business to us. So those are good things that are happening. We were able to renew a physicians group, their health insurance, and we're also working on 4 additional renewals for June 1st. So that's what's going on with the MLD agency. I hope this week finds you well. You have a wonderful time. Stay safe, practice social distancing, and look to getting your COVID vaccination. Until next week.